When Meghan Markle married into the royal family, many expected she'd get a crash course in royal life from someone who'd been through it before. But when Queen Elizabeth suggested Sophie, Countess of Wessex, as a mentor, Meghan reportedly said, "No, thanks." Here's what really went down and how Sophie responded with subtle shade and powerful action. When Meghan Markle left Suits and stepped into royal life, the late Queen had a plan to help her adjust. Pair her up with Sophie Wessex, someone who'd already walked that path and done it quietly, successfully, and with very little drama. Sophie, married to Prince Edward since 1999, was the Queen's trusted safe pair of hands. She was down-to-earth, hardworking, and knew what it meant to adapt to royal life away from the spotlight. So naturally, Queen Elizabeth thought she could guide Meghan as she found her footing. But according to royal insiders like Giles Brandreth and Katie Nicholl, Meghan wasn't interested. Brandreth said Meghan felt she had Harry and didn't need advice from anyone else. Sophie, for her part, took the snub in stride. When asked if she and Edward would step in after Meghan and Harry quit their roles, she coolly replied, "What did people think we were doing beforehand?" And the sass didn't stop there. After Harry and Meghan's bombshell Oprah interview aired, Sophie and Edward were asked about it. Edward cheekily replied, "Oprah, who?" And Sophie followed up with a laughing, "What interview?" Still, despite the apparent tension, Sophie showed grace. After the Sussexes' royal exit, she said, "I just hope they will be happy," and emphasized that all royals try to help new members settle in. But here's the twist. Sophie's quiet consistency is now shining. Royal expert Russell Myers said she's actually benefited from Meghan's departure. More spotlight, more respect, more room to lead. Sophie and Meghan even share some passions, especially women's rights and education. But where Meghan has made speeches from polished stages, Sophie has traveled to war-torn countries, meeting survivors of sexual violence and working hands-on with communities in crisis. According to royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams, Sophie's work isn't about headlines, it's about real impact. While Meghan sends jam jars to celebs, Sophie's meeting displaced women in Ukraine and advocating for survivors in Chad and Sierra Leone. Despite everything, Sophie remained a peacemaker. She reportedly spoke with Harry after Prince Philip's funeral and even rode with Meghan ahead of the Queen's funeral procession. Some insiders say she was quietly trying to ease tensions within the family. In the end, Meghan may have missed an opportunity not just for guidance, but for genuine partnership with someone who truly gets what it means to survive and thrive inside the royal machine. And Sophie? She just kept doing the work, no drama, no fuss, just impact.